All right, we got a brand new trailer for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is another spin-off of Game of Thrones. I remember, a few years ago, they were talking about how they're working on like 3 or 4 of these things. So I guess this is the second one, next to House of the Dragon, of course. And I don't know. I'm not really sure about this. Like, obviously, they're going to want the franchise to continue. And I know that there's plenty of lore. There's plenty of, like, other side stories in different books that he's written, so there's plenty of stuff to draw from. I guess my only thing is that House of the Dragon didn't exactly leave off in a good place last season. Like, a lot of people are still pretty frustrated with that. So to announce another spin-off, you know, I'm like, maybe finish the one you're working on. Maybe make sure that that's a really good series before you just try to start making more, because I think at a certain point, if these just keep on like having great starts and really frustrating endings, people are just gonna give up on this whole series. So I don't know. Let's check it out. Here we go.
So, Sir Duncan the Tall. How good a knight are you?
You'll see.
Okay.
It's this way.
Kind of a weird comedy to add to this. Okay.
Contest for knights. You a knight?
I'm no farmer.
Yeah, you've come dressed as one.
Sir, I could squire you, and you could teach me. Every knight needs a squire, and you look like you need one more than most.
Yeah, this has got the
me to be a true knight, not with sword or lance.
Lone Wolf and Cub,
But with
Mandalorian
honor.
Grogu thing.
And I swore that I would.
What's this? It's a hedge knight, ain't it? What? It's like a knight, but sadder.
We're not sad.
It's got some interesting
I'd call
comedy.
myself a
Okay.
champion.
The
Some great house might take me into its service. Perhaps even House Targaryen.
Targaryens, they're incestuous aliens and tyrants.
Sir Duncan the Tall. Arion would like your head.
Maybe the gods figure this is what I deserve.
Come out, little knight.
And so, I ask you again, how good a knight are you?
You may be wise to run.
Won't they kill me if I run?
Want to kill you anyway.
As honor! Deserted the noble houses of Westeros!
is that a fake dragon, by the way?
And there are no true knights among you! Was that ill-handled?
Right, yeah.
Kind of quippy Marvel humor, right? I am curious, real quick, to go back and what was that? It was like a fake dragon or something going on here. Hold on. Here, let me mute this and just hit play on that. Because I think it was. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Oh, there, yeah, this. Okay, yeah. So it is. It's like a puppet show. Okay, all right. They're just doing puppets. Yeah. So the interesting thing, I think, probably the most interesting thing, is that this is what 75 years before Game of Thrones, and then House of the Dragon is like what 300 years before Game of Thrones or something like that. I don't know. Someone out there knows the actual numbers, but so this is in between, basically. This is in between House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones. It's like somewhere right there. Targaryen is still around, but the dragons, if you remember what they said, is that the dragons got smaller over time. So basically, House Targaryen got weaker and weaker until the big war happens, and you know, and honestly, it just feels more and more like they should just do that show. Like, I don't understand why that wasn't the first show they did. Just Robert's War, right? Because that has the most direct setup to the actual series, and like, I don't know, it feels like that would have been the most obvious thing to do, but okay, sure, do this. I don't actually know what the story to this is, right? I know it's Duncan and Egg and the little kid is called Egg or something, and then I don't actually know what it is though. Like what does he accomplish in the greater story of Game of Thrones? Like how is he related to everything, I guess? Like what is his significant story here? But yeah, I mean, I'll check it out when it comes out, but I guess I'm just really wanting House of the Dragon to go ahead and, like, you know, let's conclude that. Let's make sure we actually, like, have a satisfying ending. Don't cut the season short just because you want to save money and you don't want to spend the money on the finale, so you set it all up and then you just stop for no reason. Like, and then you gotta make us wait 3 years before we can actually get to the next season. Yeah, so I don't know. They're making this. I'm sure it'll be entertaining. It's got a different vibe to it. Maybe that's just the trailer. And I know Game of Thrones did have some humorous moments, right? Like, yeah, it had characters that could be funny, but this one, like, seems like it's straight up having, like, Marvel quips and those little funny moments. Like, okay, interesting. And hey, you know what? If they can show maybe a little bit more of a light side to this world, then why not, right? Like, we've spent so much time in this really dramatic, dire world, you know, where everyone dies and everything kind of sucks all the time. So if we can follow a character who's kind of more humorous and funny, I guess, sure, maybe it'll work. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this series, like another spinoff, and I guess Game of Thrones as a whole. Like, how do you feel? Are you still burned by the finale of the actual show? Because it is starting to feel like that's something that they've never fixed it. They've never addressed it. You know, and I feel like the only way to really make people feel better about the finale of the show is to move forward, but they keep moving backwards. Because I guess we know what happens backwards. It's all safe, right? Because he's written stories backwards. So, like, we're just going to keep doing these prequel series. So I guess, you know, George R. R. Martin, what we need you to do, first, you need to finish Game of Thrones. My God. We were supposed to have 2 books out, and he's been working on this last book for like a decade or something. Where's that book at, man? And then after that, we need you to start making stories that are set after Game of Thrones, because yeah, I feel like the ending of Game of Thrones is just gonna stay like a big stain on this franchise, and they're gonna keep trying to make all these other series, and I'm sure we're gonna have varying degrees of success, but like, that's just going to stay on people's minds forever until we address it. And I feel like we have to. We got to address the elephant in the room, that people are still mad about that finale. So, okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.